to be back. It's lovely to have you all in class. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm live from Gloucester. And today I'm with you with another topic. And today's topic is about COVID-19, and it is what is your biggest learning from COVID-19? So first of all, I'd like to know what the situation is with COVID-19 in your country. Is it now, has it now become a thing of the past? Is it still something that you discuss on the news? How do you feel about it? Are you comfortable with now going to places without a mask, going to school? And what did you learn from it? So I want you to really delve deep into these questions. So let's start off with Arush. Arush, can you first introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 5F. My school name is LWT School, City, Kolkata, and my favorite hobby is playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Arush, what did you do with your day today?
Today, first I woke up in the morning at 7 o'clock. Then I was playing for some time. Then I got ready. After that, I was watching for some time. I was watching mobile for some time. Then I slept. Then I went to bar.
Yes, Arush? Arush? I have a feeling we might have lost Arush there. Arush? Let's see, maybe.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm there.
Yes. Okay, carry on. What did you do with your day today?
Today I woke up in the morning at 7 o'clock. Then I got ready. After that, I went to the park. Then I came back. Then I was playing for some time. Again, I went to the park at 5 o'clock. Then I came back. I joined 6:30 something online classes. And I'm joining your class now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Arush. So, Arush, how do you feel about COVID now? Is it still in your country? What's the situation?
I don't think so.
Has it cleared now? Are you free from COVID?
I think.
Okay. And can you tell me, Arush, how do you feel about going to school? Do you feel safe?
What, ma'am?
Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe going to school?
Yes.
Yes. So you don't think about COVID anymore?
No.
Okay. Okay. And what did you learn? What are the things that you learned from COVID-19?
I learned to join online classes and how to do online shopping. How to make YouTube videos. How to I learned lots of skills like those skills only.
Okay. And what did it teach you about yourself? Did you learn any new things about yourself?
Yes.
What did you learn?
I learned how to join online classes. I learned how to use laptop also. And I also learned how to join in your class and 6:30 something online classes class.
Okay.
And LWT classes.
Okay.
Online tuitions.
Uh-huh.
I know how to speak communication in your class.
Okay.
And French language. Also LWT Academy. Thank you.
Okay. And how do you feel like So do you feel like personally, like emotionally, like has there been anything that's changed there? Anything you
Yeah,
learned about
can't go
yourself?
anywhere. No visiting
Mm-hmm.
anywhere. Just staying at home, only ordering online. Like in lockdown, everybody was out, but with mask, and mostly it was allowed for delivery boys, those who deliver our
Mm-hmm.
delivery,
Okay.
and how to
Okay.
keep neat and clean also.
Okay.
House, hand sanitizer, and also etc. And
Okay.
mask also.
Thank you very much, Arush.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's move on to Bisman now. Bisman, how are you?
I'm fine.
I'm
How are
good,
you?
thank you. So, Bisman, can you tell me, first of all, just introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bisman Kaur. I live in Bhubaneswar. I study in Loyola School. I am in class 8. I am 14 years old. I like to do cycling and read books. And my today's day was really good. I woke up at 8 p.m., 8 a.m., and then I did a bit of exercise, and then I did skipping, and I went to take bath. After that, I helped my grandmom with some work as my mom was out of station. And then I had my breakfast. I started to study. A lot of holiday homework was left as schools
Mhm.
are reopening. So I completed most of them. And then I went to my friend's house. We were just watching a movie. Like half an hour we watched it. And then and then we got bored of it and I came back home. I had my lunch. Then I sat with my family. We were
Mhm.
gossiping. And then again, I went to play in the park and I came back. I made pasta for me and then for
Excellent,
breakfast.
very good. And can you tell me, how's the situation of COVID in your part of the country?
Can you repeat, ma'am?
How's the COVID
So
situation
in my
in
country,
your part?
still COVID is there in my country. It's like 2, 3 places still. It's like yesterday we were watching news and it was showing that
Mhm.
3,000 cases are still there. So the risk is still there in my country, in my state, because it's like for 2 months the COVID cases get slower down. Every restriction is taken out, and then again it rises up. So that is happening from last 2 years. Like now in December, the restrictions were allowed to gather up parties and all, and within 2, 3 months, like after January, 2, 3 months, again COVID is rising. So it's like once the everything is stable, the government take out all the restriction that is really wrong, because that makes again the COVID get rise. So its symptoms gets really like now cough. It's really difficult for an elderly person like asthma patients. So I feel like there's still even COVID has been lower down. Risk of COVID has been lower down. Still, we shouldn't take out the social distancing because that again
Okay, and so how do you feel about going to school? How does it make you feel?
I'm very happy going to school. I'm a school student. Like as school student, I'm saying like I like to go to school. I feel even I'm sick. I want to go to school. So, but there are many chances there also, because suppose I touch one bench and then again one another, or bag someone's bag, or giving book to someone. So there are many chances still. So I feel like it's good because today or tomorrow the schools have to reopen. So I feel it's good. Schools are reopen because many students are taking advantages of being school closed.
Okay. And so can you tell me, how do you feel, um, what have you learned from COVID-19? What have you learned about yourself
Um,
and in general as well? What has that helped with?
the first thing, so I was always pampered and like I was always pampered. But then now COVID came, like always I was not restricted to have ice creams. I was always pampered. But now when COVID was there, my parents didn't allow me to have any cold thing. Always some veggies, some hot milk, and also that time I felt that yes, I need to adjust with the atmosphere. I actually learned how to adjust. Before that, I never adjust. I did adjusting, but in front, like in case of very important things, like today, COVID is low, so it was like my parents were really strict about that my parents go out, so they come in. So some of the other they touch a lot of things. They were working parents, so so they might have symptoms of COVID, so I used to not meet my parents for a long time.
Mhm.
So that is what I actually learned to adjust, that whatever my parents tell me, I should listen to them because they are my well wishers. And the second thing is like what Arush said, that I I got to learn a lot of things like technology, then online a lot of things, then classes. And then I'll say the third and the last thing is like I learned to stay positive. Earlier, whenever any bad thing used to happen, I used to think really that only. But now I know everything, whatever bad happens for a good coming. Like if something bad happens, something good will also come up. So yeah, so these days I stay really positive. Even anything happens, even severe pain or severe anything happens, so I learned to stay positive.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you very much, Bisman.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so next we have Samikia. Hi, Samikia.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Samikia. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay, so Samikia, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samikya Sambardhana. I'm studying in class 8 and 7th in convent school, and I'm living in India at Odisha, Padrampur. And my hobbies are doing paintings and drawing. Thank you. For about today's day, today I woke up at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, then I had to do my studies, so I completed my studies. Then I have to do some of my coding work, so I completed in my laptop those. And after that, I just get ready and I had my breakfast. After after that, I have my again I have to do some tuition work. So tuition homework there was, so I just completed my tuition homework. Then I watched TV with my brother. Then again I then I had my lunch, and then I again do some studies. And then after that I had my tuition. After my tuition, I just went out with my brother to eat some snacks. And after that, after I came back home, I just had my coding class, and after that I joined your class.
Okay, very good. Excellent. So Samikia, how is the COVID situation in your part of the country?
Okay. A it's just a COVID. Just when it comes to in India, us it just makes us feel like we are. It makes us feel happy. But more children are being happy because that it's COVID time, so they are free to do anything. That because there is a vacation, they can do anything. But after they realize what COVID is, then because there is vacation, so they would think that the children would think that yes, they can go outside, they can have picnic, they can have go to out for a trip. But after they realized what COVID is, so the children also get bored. And after that also COVID situation also help us to be more attached with our family members, because in normally if there was no COVID, if there was no lockdown, because we had only a 1 month of free, 1 month or 2 months is vacation, summer vacation. So at that time only uh we can just enjoy with our family members or parents we can go for a picnic. But in this lockdown period, it just it made us just more attached with our members. It makes us know how important is our family. Because during if they are our parents and family members are busy, so how we can talk with them more like freely, because they are busy. So after they will come home, so they will be tired and they will just sleep. But if there is no work, if they are not busy, so at that time the family members, what to do, they will also play. The parents will talk to their children because they are they have no work. So at that time the parents also could know that what the importance of the children, and the children can also know about what the importance of the parent. And at the same time there is some disadvantages too. During this COVID situation, many employees just lose their business. Many they they lose their jobs and all those things. And at the same time the children also who are studying in class 10th, the board exam they are preparing, but after because of the situation they also have to lose that, because now if we will use this board exam marks also, it will be not I think not applied. My mother was just telling about that. But so it just the one who was studying in 10th just lost their career because of the situation
Mhm.
also. So so the COVID situation also gave some advantages and some disadvantages. And if you will ask me what I have learned from that, so I could tell that yes, I learned that helping people is more good, because if someone is not good health, like if our neighbors also, at that time also we should help them. As in the situation, the doctors, the nurses are helping the one who are now sick, who are suffering from corona. This disease is just many people are suffering from this disease, and the nurses and the doctors who are saving her, they are like a god, because they are saving their lives. And I could learn that yes, helping people is more good, because it also makes us feel happy, because we are doing some good, we are doing some favor for them, that because they are because of us they are being happy, and they are being also being more good. The situation is more good, better than the earlier, because they are not they were sick, so now they are healthier. We are helping them, so we are also happy and they are also happy. By helping also we can be more relieved. So I could learn this.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Thank you very much, Samik. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to Sunny now. Hi, Sunny.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi. So, Sunny, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Okay, ma'am. Then first of all, I'm happy to see you. And if I talk about my hello everyone. My name is Sonia Aswani. I'm from Satyansi. I'm postgraduated. I'm taking tuition classes at my home. And if I talk about my today's day, so it was a normal as usual day. Like everyone know my schedule. So that's a day for me.
Okay. And can you tell us a bit how's the COVID situation in your area?
Okay. Like COVID situation is very bad for everyone, and mostly in my area, if I talk about this, in my neighboring, lots of people are surviving from COVID. Like it is difficult to go outside because lots of restrictions, but outside. Lots of things when the first wave of COVID is good, lots of people are enjoying. But when the second wave comes, it's too dangerous for everyone. Yes, first wave, we can't realize, and not everybody taking serious to COVID. Everybody is just saying it's just a rumor. Some people in our outside people are saying it's just a rumor. They can't believe in COVID again. But in the second wave, when they saw lots of people are died, then people realized yes, it is a very dangerous thing. And normally, I also know because so I feel very, very bad. And it's been the 1 year to my maternal grandmother. So it is very difficult for us
how we face the situation. We don't know how she born because of this COVID. And mostly we realize the family value. Most of the people don't realize what is family. Like when the COVID situation arrives, everybody running out to the family who are working at abroad, everything just leave their work and going to their family. So yes, this is good that every people is just safe. And most of the disadvantage, like most of the people lost their job and lost because of losing job, they gone in depression and doing the wrong things we hear in the news. So mostly we have to be always motivate and always to stay with our family, because our rechargeable point is our family, because they always just motivate us. And during COVID time, I think people are facing lots of problems. Those who are a very middle, not earning well, they really facing lots of problems because of food, because of, but a lot of humanity arise here, and many people are doing good charity work. They are distributing food, they giving a water, they helping everything. Like during the person who was surviving from COVID, they provide a food for COVID patients. So it is a very good service in a COVID time. So as I'm saying, like we learn a lot of things during COVID, and mostly if we talk about a kid are mostly enjoying because they are very free from their study. They think everything gonna be online, so we are free. We just copy and paste it. So yes, they are enjoying, but now they have to do a lot of hard work because they have a offline exam. So now they have to do a lot of hard work, lots of learning, and mostly like uh, oh, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And what did you learn personally about yourself? Like, you obviously went through a lot emotionally, but what specifically did you learn? You know, in your like for yourself, your own personal growth and your mental
Yes,
health. What did you learn there?
yes, ma'am. Like I learned lots of things from the COVID. Like nobody is coming, even a relative person is not touching us. Even if we meet someone, nobody is coming at that time. Like my mom during COVID time, my mom is surviving from jaundice. It's a good, thanks to God, they are not surviving from COVID, they are surviving from jaundice. But at that time, we some doctor preferred us. At that time, no doctor is coming to the hospital and not taking the patient. We are really surviving lots of things. Like so, our relative, I just consult with relative doctor. They just giving me the name of two injections, and they said you have to be arrange it and try to make it happen. So I just going to looking forward to blood test. Is any compounder boy or is any person who know how to inject. So nobody is there. Even I am crying very badly. How I handle my mom. But thanks to God, luckily one person is agree to yes, I am coming to your home and like arranging all drips and everything arranging. But they just accepting that because my like my brother is paying a lot of money to that person, then that's why they come to my house. Like they can't value the human being, they just value the money. If you give a good amount of money, even the whole doctor come to your house. If you don't have a money, so you have to be survived. This thing I think I learned in the COVID.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, next we have Sanjana. Hi, Sanjana.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Sanjana. Can you introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. I am Sanjana. I'm from Tamil Nadu, Paramulu. I am studying 7th standard in RVB Metric High Secondary School in Thurayu. My hobbies are drawing, painting, and reading books. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And
today day was like a normal day. Today also I concentrate in my studies, and I I watch a TV epics, Mahabharata, and I play with my brother, and I joined your class, ma'am.
Excellent, very good. And can you tell us the COVID situation in your area?
I mean, this time there isn't like there is no COVID, but there isn't in the world there isn't bit of places there isn't COVID or like in news, sir. But in my area, this time there's no COVID. But I learn about the COVID is uh, like in COVID. I think that life is more precious than everything. Like that in some persons I get a low marks. My mother beated me that like they are go get suicide and they death. That's a wrong thing. And so that I learn about the COVID is life is more precious. And one person near with you, that time we don't know about that person curiosity, but we lost that person. We know about what is the precious person here. We know about that curiosity about that man.
Okay.
And that value of that person. And next thing I learned about that is online classes. Online classes is like a new thing for child and students. And because of online classes,
Children,
many childs
many
are
children.
going to yes, ma'am, many children are going to they are playing they are involved in playing games and many network apps. In COVID, there is all the persons in lonely, and they have spent time with uh, uh, like traditional games or like online games and offline games.
Okay. And
And
what did COVID, teach you about yourself?
mom, myself, my grandfather have an 40% cold in our heart. He leads to heart attack, and we admit in a hospital. There is no bed in that hospital, and there is in many hospitals you wait 2 hours. That like that doctor said to my like my father and my paternal father, but there is no beds. And after waiting 2 hours, and the doctor said there is no bed, and there is no risk, there is many risks uh, uh, to bought a bed and join a hospital for a patient.
Okay, but what did it teach you about yourself? What did you learn about yourself, Samikia?
Um, uh, I want to think I all the time I want to think in my family. I am a very hygienic person. My mother also many times told me, "Why are you hygienic? This like it's a more hygienic. Why are you do this like?" And my mother also
Okay.
scolding me. But my grandfather did not like that like before old age persons did not know about that hygienic process, and after thing they don't
Okay.
know about the medicines and other things. I give a medicine to my grandfather, he did not take that medicine. That's that leads to COVID-19 for my grandfather. He recovered it.
Okay, thank
And
you.
that is my teaching. Want to I know about, like, I want to be hygienic in all the situation, and I want to eat any non-veg or anything. We that world persons want to very boiled, and they don't eat the fresh meat. That leads to COVID-19.
Okay, thank you very
I
much, Sanjana.
welcome.
Thank you. Okay, guys. Well, today we talked about what we learned about from COVID, what we learned from COVID-19, and how we also mentioned how the situation is and how those of you who are going back to school, how you're feeling about it. Thank you for sharing with me your thoughts and ideas, and your personal, growth as well. And I hope you have a lovely evening, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Ma'am, bye.